What's up, guys? Welcome back to Good Time Trading. And today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020. And first off, I'd like to say thank you for coming back. And if any of you guys watched yesterday's video, you guys know I called the top in 9150 to the T in the middle of the video. Hopefully, we can get some more cool stuff like that in this video, but we'll see. And then also called the bottom at 84.20. And that one wasn't as accurate, but it bounced there nonetheless. Um, so now that it's bounced, we'll get into is it over with and was that the pump we were looking for? Okay, so now whenever I'm not real sure about what's going on, I go to the 12-month chart and work my way down. So looking at it, we got decline in volume on the 12-month. And I know a lot of people were getting super bullish saying we broke out of the pattern um, on this big impulse up we had um, from 7K up. Okay. But even, better seen on the 11 month, maybe. But we'll work our way down, see what we can find out. Okay. So I believe it's the 3 month. So the 3 month is, you can definitely see the decline in volume right there. And then we're about to regain the RSI exponential on the 3 months. So that's pretty huge. I mean, we got it back in April of 19. And then if you kind of move the EMA out, we got it in 2016 before the huge run up. So if we see that break the EMA, then yeah, it'll probably be a huge move up followed with a big volume spike up to here, and then we'll know if it's going up. But if we get the big volume spike and price goes down, well, then it'll be a confirmed breakdown over, from 2013 to 2020. So, I mean, 6 or 7 years. So this could be a pretty shocking, huge move that I don't think most people see coming just because nobody's talking about this decline in volume from a long way back. Pretty much since the life of Bitcoin, it's just been contracting. Um, so anyway, going down to the monthly, we got a green dot right here on my indicator, and then we got the RSI EMA saying, hey, we're right at the turning point, basically, to go up or down. Not a whole lot to be seen on that. But, yeah, like I said, I mean, it's a pretty obvious range, just like we had right here. You come down, you fill out the range, and then, yeah, spend some time going sideways here, and that never happened. So I would look for that to happen eventually. Um, but moving on, we'll go to the 5 week right here. And you got the exponential. And last time that happened was the top in January. I remember it because I was like, oh my gosh, we got the 5 weeks so bullish. And it was so wrong. So if that happens again, could we see a repeat? Very likely. Bitcoin likes to repeat itself. Um, so looking at the 3 week, it's bullish long term. Okay, that's cool. So going to the 2 week, bullish. Kind of neutral, really, at the 50 read RSI. And then looking at the weekly, this is hard to be bearish looking at the weekly just because we got historical volatility percentile flashing red, basically saying the move was exhausted, kind of like right here in January 18 at the 20K top, saying it was wait, I'm sorry, that was this dump saying it was exhausted. Okay, and another thing, when we got the RSI on the weekly last time, it basically led you up the whole way. Okay, so if we ever lose the exponential, this rally is over with. Um, and I'm definitely going to make a case for that in a second. But also looking at the weekly, um, So we got the 2155 EMA Golden Cross right here. And then if you look back, the last time we got it was the white and the green right here. And it basically called the top. And then you dump down to the yellow 10 simple. So I'm guessing we're going to get the Golden Cross and then dump back to the yellow 10 simple at 7,100. And if you watch my other video, I'm pretty sure I had a target down there anyway. So it's looking more bearish, like 7,000 will get hit eventually. And then there's another case for that too. I'll try to find for us. So the 6-day also had the 2155 Golden Cross. And the last time we got that was also right here at the top. So even on a different time frame, it's kind of saying, hey, we might go the other way just because we've been bullish in the past, and now we got to reset our oscillators. So the 5-day, what's it looking like? Anything to be seen? About to get the 5-day Golden Cross if it keeps it up. And that happened right here, another top. So moving on down, so we got the 3-day 2155 Golden Cross coming too. And look, another example of, well, that one wasn't a good one. That one actually did pump it. Yeah, well, the 3-day Golden Cross isn't that great, but this is the 4-day. I'm sorry. The 3-day, we got the 3-day red dot, and anytime I see that, I am super not going to take trades against it, because if you trade against this 3-day, you will lose money. But the RSI has regained the exponential somehow, so I do put more weight on the RSI than this indicator. So yeah, so maybe we go sideways today is what I'm leaning towards. We'll go to the lower time frames and see if there's anything to be seen off of this. So we did get the 2-day Golden Cross, and it did bounce the 21, and it was a good buy if you got to get it. But Coinbase was down. But I would look for the 55 to get tested, and that's at 7,900. So anywhere between 7,900 and then 7,100, right here at the blue 377 on the 2-day, I think would be probably a good buy. Just because, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but looking back right here, I mean, it put in, the bottom basically at the blue 377. So something to think about. Okay, so to the daily, we got hot on our RSI up to 80, had a pullback like we were talking. So everything is still fine. I think we're still a little bullish. Just because anytime you're above the 21 day moving average, the exponential, it's bullish. So until you open and close below it on the daily, I'm really not bearish. Um, so looking at the 12-hour, if we get the 12-hour, I will be taking a position off of that. And my target will be 91.50, right in line with this 12-hour 10 simple. But I have another reason why that might not be the case. You can see the 10-hour kind of pushing it down with that yellow 10. Usually when you see that, that's your huge pushes down. So if we don't get above this 10-hour 10 simple, look for a huge wick. Maybe not as dramatic as this one, but yeah, could be another washout nonetheless. So let's move on down to our lower time frames and maybe get a bullish look on this thing. So the 6-hour, kind of saying we might have some room to the upside. 4 hour looking pretty weak right here. Hour coming down, 2 hour. Okay, so let's look at our support line chart. And where's my chart? Right, sorry about this, guys. The wrong one on you. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So yeah. So we got that wick up to 91.50. We got the pullback to 8,400, and then you'd have bought 8,400. Well, if you'd have shorted 91.50, that was 8% gains, and then you could have made another. Let's just say you bought 84.27. Another 5%. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12% if you're just listening to my clickbait. So stick around. I'm gonna try to keep it up, and I'm only gonna get better because I'm gonna try to make this channel a lot better, have intro music, make it legit. Um, but I am brand new at this, so just stick with me and it will get better, I promise. Okay, so now the 30-minute, looking like it's coming down, and your volatility is at pretty much a zero, which it's obvious because you're just going sideways. But looking at it, I wouldn't be trading that 6 hour, just because. And if you go to the VLX chart, and I already marked out the halving dates. So when we get the halving, it's a sell the news event most of the time, initially. See if I can zoom out for you guys. Okay, so looking at the long term in Bitcoin, halving, it came down 8% right here, and then it ran it up 4,000%. Okay, on this one, halving happened and it dumped down 30% from the halving, and then it ran it up 2,000%. So if we get the halving here, let's say we dump the average, that would be like 15-20% from here. And would that line up with the $7,000 target? Oh my gosh, guys. So to the T, if we took a 30% dump plus a 15% dump, did the average of the two, because we only have two halvings, that would be a target of $7,000. And if you go back and watch that clip again, those are my targets. So 7,000 looking very likely to get hit now after seeing this. And so yeah, once we hit 7,000, everybody's going to be super bearish. But I'm going to be buying that dip, because if you bought the post halving dip, you got 2,000 or my bad, 4,000%, and then if you'd have bought this one, 2,000. So let's say we just do half of that and do 1,000%, and from 7,000. That'd be like 75K. And then if you do the measured move off of this, 385%. So even, anywhere between 30 and 80K could be very realistic in our future. So all that being said, though, we are at the top of the range. We did kind of get rejected off of this trend line right here. So yeah, does it get washed all the way down to 4,000 before playing out 1,000% gain? Hard to say. We'll have to reanalyze it when we get there. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'm bearish today, looking for some more downs long term. It might pump it back up to 91.50, but I feel pretty confident saying that we're gonna dump 8 to 15% after the halving. But the only thing that's making me think that that might not be the case was we did get this nice bullish dump right here, and so yeah, and we got the gap fill to do. But as long as we got this the 3 day oscillator saying to sell it, and the 12-hour saying it ain't no good, I would stick with those. So, but if you're long, I'd stick with it. But just what I've seen, I'm just going to be sitting here waiting patiently for a bullish halving dip. But anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with another video, and look forward to seeing you guys then. If you're new, like and subscribe, and comment down below if you got any questions or any feedback for me. Thanks, and have a great day.